Ahoy hoy, I'm B-Side Berto, and welcome to episode 4 of the town Beartooth Bend on Settlement Survival, a strategy city builder game by Gleamer Studio. Beartooth Bend is a one marketplace build on a small map. These episodes of Beartooth Bend will be a series of screenshots of gameplay. A quick recap from last time, we were struggling pretty bad. A bunch of people are starving and dying, and I'm starting to shut buildings off. I have the tailor off, the mine, latrine, and the chapel is off at the moment. Houses are starting to get empty because people are dying so quickly. And right after we unpause it, our happiness keeps dropping. And on our timeline, we have settlers, a weather event, an immersion ship in about a year or so. So we just need to hold on long enough to get the settlers. And just as I unpause the game, our happiness keeps dropping. This is the first time I've been under 20%. It's also the first time I noticed that the little smiley face changes based on what it is. My citizens continue to keep dying of starvation. I now no longer have a doctor in the clinic or anyone on the well getting water. And continue on, my happiness is now down to 16%, and I now lost another person from my hunter's hut. Not only was it bringing in food, which I desperately need, but it also was giving me leather and alpaca wool, which was helping me get in clothes. So this is a double whammy losing this. When the farm is done making peas, I put the workers into the well and to the clinic. I've now gotten the habit of just shuffling people around kind of based on the situation, which is getting worse and worse as time goes on here. The person I had making tools in my smithy, I moved to the tailor to make some clothes, even though I'm low on some leather. Because I'm so bad on laborers and food and water, I just kind of been sitting there watching things happen. I haven't not been building much, and it's more just shuffling people around. So I've been staring at the screen most of the time. I do get a technology point, and I just try to find something that can be used immediately, and I used Quick Porter because it helps some workers go a little bit faster. Last episode, I was able to buy a couple hundred beer from a merchant ship. I don't know why, but they've been slowly picking at it. And with all the issues I'm having with food and drink, I'm surprised they're not doing it more, but it's slowly going down. And settlers are coming up, finally. I accept all 10 of them. And I start putting them in the buildings right away. One in the tailor, 2 in the hunter's hut. Just as I'm doing with this, I get a level 1 typhoon, which is not going to be good because not only is it wet and dark, lightning strikes will happen, and citizens will randomly get picked off and die. I put laborers back into the well and the clinic. You can see in my log here, people are dying from lightning strikes. So I'm just going to keep the 3 laborers I have to see what happens as the storm ends. And a level 1 typhoon will trigger lightning strikes and lead to 1 death every 5 days. Orchards and forage farms I don't have yet, so that part won't affect me. And after it's all said and done, I got 10 immigrants. About 4 or 5 died, so I'm up 5. But my buildings are filled up, but I have no laborers. And I do finish off the quarry. A merchant ship arrives at the dock. And I'm so desperate for food that I spend most of my money on it. And the ship has food on it, so I spend 1,000 coins on some venison. I used a labor from the hunter's hut. I had to move them to the dock so they could unload the 1,000 venison from the dock to the storage yard. And when that was done, I moved that person back into the big well so I can have 2 people on the water to make sure I'm keeping up with that. And I finally put down a cemetery. I really don't like the choice of the area, but I just needed one to put down. And this is where I paused it to end this episode, and we'll take a quick look around and see where we're at. But if you see on the log all the way down, this is the first time in a while I had 3 births occurring. And this is also the first time in a while that all my homes are occupied. I think I was up to 4 or 5 vacant homes at one point. I've been able to keep a person constantly in the clinic for the most part. I've been using my standard farm. It's been holding over with just 2 workers. I've gotten back to having 2 people in the well for my water consumption. Going up here, I still have some reserve from the venison. with having so much food coming at once, they'll be able to stockpile it. So we'll see how long this benefit lasts for. But right now, I'm in the green with food, and my water is half and half. Going down, I was able to get at least one person back in the hunter's hut. My mine is still turned off, though. I was able to put a quarry down. I only have one worker in there. The cemetery that we just built used up most of the stone I had in reserve. So this person hopefully will get that done, but it's only one person, so it's going to be a very slow intake. When I paused it, I had 11 students, but about 2 or 3 of them about to turn of age to become laborers. And when I paused it, one person did pop up as a laborer, so that should be 2 or 3 in a little bit. So I should be able to fill some of these buildings back in and have people roam the land for food and wood. I am about to hit another technology point, so that'll probably be the first thing that happens in the next episode. Things I need to get, I have nothing in the science category, which is surprising to me in year 8. But I could use the school expansion or the research institute. I love having beehives, and I'm surprised I don't have any now. But to get that, I need to have clay. And to have clay, I need sand mining, which I do not have. So I'm really far behind the kind of things I'm normally used to doing at certain points. I do have jade and chicken tears in my storage yards, so I had to find a way to move that into the dock for this merchant ship that's going to come up in about a year or so. The jade is probably worth it as much as I have in the bank, a little over 500 coins. I could have swore I had an animal. I don't know if you don't use it right away, it goes away. But I don't see any there. I had goose. So I'm going to try to put more people back in the hunter's hut to get a livestock again. And I do have plenty of seeds for farms and orchard. I'm only rocking one standard farm right now with peas. I want to get the oats and flax going. So we'll see how that goes if I can get my population back up. And I did this at the very end. I almost forgot this. I forgot it my last build, and then it bited me, but I did have to change a water policy to keep the people from not using raw water. Thanks for watching episode 4, Beartooth Bend. Stay tuned for next episode when we see if we can bounce back at all and get our population back up. Take care and have a good one.